Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I will be presenting an analysis of the economic impact of taxes, particularly in the context of fat tax and consumption taxes. I will using tools like supply and demand curve, AD and AS model, and directed a cyclic graph in my presentation. In question 1, we explore the impact of consumption taxes on consumer and producer welfare. Let's introduce the concept of a consumption tax. As we can see in the diagram, this tax is depicted as a vertical line above the original equilibrium point. This tax increases the price paid by consumers. We can see that the diagram has a green area and that represents the loss in consumer surplus. Consumers bear the brunt. They must pay more for the same goods, diminishing their surplus. In simpler terms, they are generally worse off post-tax. The yellow area represents the loss in producer surplus. Producers also take a hit. They either lower prices to absorb the tax or pass it to consumers to reducing their surplus. Therefore, producers are also worse off. The tax also creates economic inefficiency called a deadweight loss by disrupting the natural supply-demand equilibrium. The triangle area represented as the deadweight loss in the diagram. However, we have a blue area which represents the tax revenue gained by government. The government does gain revenue from this consumption tax, potentially for public goods. This revenue can be used for public goods and services benefiting society. Let's move on to question 2. We delve into the effects of a tax on imports, also known as tariff. The diagram demonstrates how such tariff increase prices of imported goods, leading to reduced demand and quantity. As we can see in the diagram, the yellow area represents the tariff revenue. With tariff, prices on imported goods rise. This impacts both consumers and domestic producers. Based on this diagram, consumers are better off with trade. Producers are worse off with trade. Thus, foreign producers are better off since they export to this market. However, domestic producers will lobby for the imposition of a tariff. For the deadweight loss, similar with question 1, this also results in a deadweight loss but with different location. However, the key difference from question 1 is the effect on international trade. Import taxes disrupt global trade and can lead to retaliatory tariff. Question 3 takes us to the macroeconomic level. We introduce an AD and AS model to assess the impact of consumption taxes on the economy. After an imposition of consumption taxes, disposable income falls. Hence, consumers will consume less goods and services in the short run. It leads to a leftward shift of the AD curve. Initially, the macro equilibrium is at point A where output is at full employment level Y1 at the price level at P1. After tax, the macro equilibrium moved from point A to point B. The economy experiences a recession as output falls from Y1 to Y2. It will cause a rise of the unemployment. However, the price level falls from P1 to P2. Consumption taxes are not just about individual choices. They ripple through the entire economy. It is a complex interplay of factors. In question 4, we will discuss the potential long-term economic benefits of a tax aimed at improving public health. While microeconomic impacts are crucial, we also need to consider the broader macroeconomic consequences. In the diagram, this implies that the cost of production for the firm increases as real wage increases. This shifts AS1 to the left to AS2, As workers negotiate for a higher wage to offset the burden of consumption taxes on a permanent basis, the long-run cost of production increases. The macro equilibrium moves from point B to point C in the long run. Output stays constant at Y2, while the price level has increased from P2 to P3. These changes can lead to potential long-term economic benefits. Increased productivity, lower healthcare costs, and improved quality of life are possibilities. This analysis extends beyond individual health. It delves into how health improvements can translate into economic growth and stability. Let's move on to last question. We explore the methodology of using directed acyclic graph for empirical econometric modeling to assess the consequences of a Fed tax. This graph offers a structured approach to represent causal relationships between variables. Let's begin with the Fed tax, designed to discourage unhealthy consumption. This tax has a positive impact on human health by reducing the consumption of unhealthy foods and beverage. However, the Fed tax also has a direct negative impact on economic growth. This can be due to reduced consumer spending and potential effects on related industry. Yet, there is a counterbalancing effect. Improved human health positively influences economic growth. Health individuals tend to be more productive, require fewer healthcare resources, and can contribute to the economic's well-being. The graph shows a complex trade-off. While the Fed tax may have immediate negative economic consequences, the positive long-term impact of improved human health should not be overlooked. Understanding these intricate relationships is crucial for informed policy decisions. We must weigh the short-term economic costs against the long-term health benefits and economic gains. Thank you for your attention and participation, and I look forward to your feedback and questions.